Here we go, update time. Today is October 17th. This update video, I'm gonna start all the way at the very top by Fenwick and then work my way all the way back towards the inlet. And it's sort of a reason why there's a lot more things going on down by the inlet now than there was before. So, all right, I'm gonna drive to the end here at Fenwick and I'll show you the updates going in from there. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, there's like a gazillion Corvettes here. It's Corvette weekend. So if you see a ton of Corvettes in the video, it's not by accident. There's just a ton of them here. The one right here on the Fenwick line, try to do a U-turn here. Sanibel Seas, it's gonna be townhouses that's going in here. It used to be, I think it was just a vacant lot, a bunch of trees and stuff like that. It's next to the bus depot. There's a church in the back, but that's pretty much it. They've been working on it for a while. It looks like they got like all the plumbing stuff in now, so I don't know how many they're building. I don't really know much about it. It hasn't really been talked about too much. All right, the next one that I'm going to, I'm sure you know about, but there's also like another section to it, or another part, I should say, another part to it that not a lot of people know about, which will come up later, and I'll show you that too. All right, hold on a second. Okay, here's the one that everybody, obviously they've known about for a while. It's the old Phillips, and then it turned into Bayside Cantina, which I believe was actually owned by the Phillips group, if I'm not mistaken, and then it closed down. So this plays a part in another part of the video later on. So the family that bought it, it's the Sarantis family. They live in Northern Virginia, and he's been building and developing down here for a little bit, but he's the one that bought this, and he's going to be putting in a 7,000 square foot retail space with 42 apartments. I don't know if the apartments are going to be one of those like employee type only, or if it's going to be just regular apartments for anybody. I'm not sure. I don't know. I can try to find out though, but if you're interested, just let me know. I'll see what I can dig up. In a weird sort of roundabout way, I know of the Sarantis family through my family relative of mine. I'll leave it at that. So yeah, so I could try to find out if you really want to know, but I mean it's apartments. So but this one plays a big part into something else that the same family is doing later on, so stay tuned for that. It'll be at the end. Next one that I'm going to, one that I'm actually pretty confused about. Hopefully you guys will know something about it. I'll show you. It involves the crab bag on 130th Street. So next one on the list is crab bag. Yep, crab bag. It is going to be, I don't exactly know what they're doing to it. It's what they were saying essentially was that it was going to be a two-story restaurant, and that it's going to be actually pretty big. So it's going to replace an existing, this is according to the article, replace an existing shopping center and dining area. The new restaurant will be 2 stories with a covered deck. I'll put a link in the description of the article to it, but what I'm trying to figure out is where they're putting it. Now next door is Alley Oops, and that's brand new, so I know it's not going there. So are they renovating the building? Are they just going to demo it and get rid of it? I have absolutely no clue. So the retail, I'm assuming, is right at the top. See if I can point it out right there. It says the crab bag t-shirts. Maybe that's the retail part of it. No clue. Or it could be around back. The crab bag carryout, maybe that has something to do with it. I have no idea. No clue. If you guys know, feel free to let me know, because I'm just as confused on this as anybody else. So it'll be a new crab bag, I just don't know what. Next up is right down the street. I'll head to that one next. Here's the next one. I'm sure if you've been up this way, you've seen it. It's next to the Wawa right there. It's the old Coldwell Banker building. This one was just sold, I think, earlier this year, last year sometime. For this one, they're doing, it's going to be retail with employee housing. They're going to have apartments in there for the employees, and then there's going to be a, I think it sounds like a pretty nice 3-bedroom apartment for the property manager. So that's what this one's going to be. Retail wise, I don't know what they're putting in. They haven't really said anything about it, but this one's the old Coldwell Banker building. It's by like 122nd, 123rd Street. So this one's kind of off topic, but for those that are interested, and you're probably just as shocked as me, Gold Coast Mall is still here. The only addition to it is the liquor store at the end. It was like Gorman's or something like that, and it's been a bunch of different things, but now it's just a beer, wine, and liquor store. This place is like ancient Ocean City. Everybody's trying to, I haven't been in there. I haven't been in there in years. I couldn't even tell you what's still left over in there. But yeah, it's still kicking. All right, next one is BJ's on the Water. Everybody's familiar with that. If you're not familiar with it, it's been the big news here. BJ's on the Water, they closed, and they closed like way earlier in the year in January. The Rope Walk Group, which owns Alley Oops, they took it over. It's Atlantic Beach House. And then pretty much what they did was they just ran it for the summer, just pretty much as is, just tiny, like very, very tiny updates here and there. And then changed the menu a little bit, but that was it. And then the goal was in the off season, they were gonna bulldoze it and then rebuild it into the new Atlantic Beach House. So I'll take you down there now and you'll see the updates of what it's looking like right now. All right, here is BJ's, or what used to be BJ's. It's gone. That's it. They pretty much demoed everything. I would say they moved fairly quickly on this one. Between the day that they started and now, it's probably been about maybe a week and a half, and that's it. Absolute Demolition does a lot of work down here, and they are really quick. They're the same ones that are doing Embers, or did Embers. So this will be the new one. It looks like it's fairly big. One of my other update videos, I did it, and then I even have another just quick video of it when they started doing the demo, just to kind of get I guess more or less just the final goodbye to it, and what it looked like before they completely tore it down. So the other one is right across the street. I don't know the new name of it right now. I'll get it right now, but it was Coach's Corner, that little breakfast spot that was right by the hotel. I'll get the new name of it as I drive by. All right, here's the old Coach's Corner. It's Sea Star Diner is what it is now. It's this one right here on the corner. Open for business, so it's got to be brand new. Next one I'm going to is not a restaurant. Well, it is, but it isn't too. It's confusing, I know. This is the one that threw me completely off the other day. I had no idea about it, not a clue in the world. So I'm gonna run down there now and I'll show you, and then things will start getting interesting. This one got me totally by surprise, and I'm sure it will for you guys too. Fishtails right there. It was the old Ocean Mecca Hotel, and now it is Fishtails Boardwalk Inn. They said that they just did like updates to it and stuff like that, but everything else is pretty much the same. Yep, Fishtails Boardwalk Inn. I like how they painted all the different rooms. It is pretty cool. Actually, it does look pretty nice. If you guys remember the old one, it was I think dated was an understatement. Alright, next one that I'm headed down to. Next one, it's going to be a surprise to everybody that has... Remember I told you the old Phillips has something to do with another property in the Sarantis family, so that's where I'm headed to next. I'll show you that one. And I'm sure you're all dying to know, but English's Buffet, Cluck and Crab, Victoria's Crab House, the restaurant is still for lease. So if you feel like opening a restaurant in Ocean City, there you go. Still for lease. And this, I think, will be the biggest surprise to everybody. It's right here. It's in there. That lot right there. So let me pull in here behind this truck and I'll explain to you what's going on. All right, it's right next to Sunset Park. This lot is owned by the town of Ocean City. So what they're actually doing is there is talks of a hotel being put in right here. So they're trying to figure out logistics wise, because it's such a weird sort of spot to put a hotel. And they're talking about parking issues too. For parking, they were, I think, possibly talking about putting parking in across the street where the city owns it too. But it's, yeah, this is another Sarantis family property. So there's talks of that it could be in the works for late 2022. And then next door is the Oceanic Motel. For that one, it's owned by the Harrison Group. They were saying that they are more than likely, I think, going to remodel it. Not sell it, it's more of a remodel. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the hotel going in here. So, and it seems like the one here is going to be actually pretty nice, like really nice. So I'm not sure if that had an influence on them of why they want to remodel theirs to compete, which would, obviously it would make sense. So next one that I'm going to is just a quick update on the Inlet Village of what's been going on over there. Here's the Inlet Village. Sorry for the wind, but it's going to kick up here in a second. But this is it. There's going to be, I think this area is supposed to be like outdoor dining, and there's like a bar and grill. I believe it might be this one. I'm not too sure. I don't know what the rest is. I guess the concept is like an open air, like food court. So if all these are all restaurants and then the dining is all like this general area, maybe that's what it is. But yeah, I don't know. They've been plugging away at it. I thought they were going to move a lot faster than what they did, but they haven't. So that's pretty much what it is now. Last time I was here, they just put in the glass that goes around, and they were working on the inside. So I don't know. I'll keep coming back. I'll keep getting updates on it and then see what happens, see what it looks like. So I'm curious to see it. I mean, it seems like it's going to be pretty cool. Based on the comments that I get on these videos when I do them, it's either people love it or hate it. So to me, it's sad to see a lot of it go, or just some of the other I guess fresh updates or things like that. Like obviously like the nostalgic part of Ocean City and what it was and all that, but I mean, I don't know, I like the new stuff coming in. I think it's good to have all the updates and to try to keep it a competitive place to vacation and to keep up with all the other places along the Atlantic Ocean. So I don't know, either you love it or you hate it, but yeah. So all right, next one is updates on Pier 23, which is the old Madfish. I'm coming up to the old Madfish. I'll just run my mouth for a second as I'm driving here. Madfish was the old captain's galley. It was there for a while, and then Madfish took it over. The outside of the building still looked the same, but Madfish renovated all of the inside, and it actually looked really nice. And they were there not too long, maybe a year, 2 years. And then the outside sort of like refrigeration area caught fire. And then after it caught fire, they decided that they were just going to bulldoze the entire building and then start from scratch all over. Now, the Madfish group is the Embers group. That's who it is. It's the same people, same owner. So they were having issues with parking. It used to be right here, and the parking used to be right up in the front. And so they were saying that as they pushed the restaurant like more towards the road, that they would have all the parking across the street. So essentially with this, it's a container theme restaurant where they're just going to have a bunch of those like shipping containers, and that's where the band is and everything else. But it's the construction, it started off extremely slow. I mean, like very, very slow. At first they brought in that one container right on the end, and that was it. That's all it was. And then it just all of a sudden started flying up. So I'm gonna walk up there real quick. Nobody's here. I'll take a look around. Let's go take a walk, try to figure this out. So that obviously looks like a kitchen. You got the sinks all in, so. And the OC Bay hopper is over here too. Oh, okay. I think I got it. The little things right down here fold out. That's sort of like the tray for the food. The doors will probably come up, and you probably come up and order your food, something like that. And you said one of these is supposed to have a band that's gonna play in it. I don't know which one. OC Bay hoppers right on the other side, right over there. So if you're not familiar with that, it's like a fairly new, like a water taxi type thing. You pay, and it pretty much like takes you from like different parts of Ocean City instead of like driving or taking a cab. So it's pretty cool. The view is nice too. And then obviously right next door you got Harborside Bar and Grill. It seems pretty cool. So that's it. The last one is I'm not going to go to it just because it's not really I wouldn't find it too entertaining at all, but it was if you remember the old Crazy Ladies, it was that shop over there. That's going to now be a Fisher's Popcorn. They're demoing the whole thing right now, the whole inside, and then they're going to redo it, and it's going to be a Fisher's Popcorn. It's also right next to Mulligan's, which used to be the old Alex's Italian restaurant. So that's it. So that's all I got on this one. It's actually quite a bit. It seems like everybody's kind of moving in gear to try to get ready for next year. So it should be an interesting year. Over the winter, I'll be monitoring everything to see who, if anyone else closes down or if I hear any rumors of anything. But now is usually around the time where everybody starts to get ready for next year. So, all right, hope you like it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.